Jon Allen, who goes by at Ohio is for sale on Instagram. I've heard about Jon Allen for a while from people whose opinion I respect, and just never got a chance to pick up his work. I saw this in the store, I picked it up, and I really enjoyed this book very much. It's got a lot of layers to it. It broaches a lot of subjects without really almost indirectly referring to them. It takes what could have been a trope as far as a story featuring people in their early 20s trying to find their way, and actually elevates it to a great level. So I just wanted to talk about it for a minute. The book is 7x7 French flaps. It's about 700 and some odd pages. And when I first looked at this, I thought 700 pages is like, how long is it going to take for me to read this thing? But artistically, each of these pages uses these large panels. And I really enjoyed that. First of all, I liked it because I can't stand when I have a lot of tiny little panels. It's easier on the eyes. But this book is created with this format in mind. Like, if you put this in a larger format and you combine 2 pages in one, I don't think it would work the same. And I just enjoy this. I mean, like, there's a lot of little smart little things that are done here. Like, you're at a bar and people are talking, and instead of somebody just trying to cram in some dialogue and, think something that looks like words or words, it's just grayed out, just because just background conversation. And then it focuses on the main protagonist, which is Veronica, who is 24. She's got a lousy boyfriend. She's about to start a new job as a programmer. And the book on the outside is about her trying to find her way, not only find her way, but also trying to improve her lot in life. And her boyfriend is a musician. He's going to go on tour, and just seems like she's almost like stuck. And she meets other coworkers who are around the same age group, but they're not all feeling the same. They're not all lost, but some of them in a way are. And it really does a great job of dealing with those years, especially this generation of Gen Z, when they're in their early 20s and they're trying to, you don't have that direct path. You're trying to find your own way. But it doesn't do it in a way that's like derivative or I've seen this before, because that's just not the only story. You're introduced to other characters. She works at a place that makes energy drinks. And slowly but surely you get introduced to all these characters. And you find out that what they're really doing is making energy drinks, but they're also working on other things, and how they get these energy drinks made and the impact it has on them is really kind of sucks you in slowly. And there's a lot of subjects here that to me are broached, besides trying to find yourself. Relationships. There is, what will people do for profit or science, let's say. Not so much like the tech billionaires, but that's a good analogy, but also there's people who almost are so after the science, they lost to humanity. And it becomes this kind of like, it goes from this kind of story to almost like a horror kind of novel, science fiction type of novel. It's just really well done and very hard to put down. I read this I had to put it down because, obviously you have to work, but I think I read this in 2 or 3 days. It goes really smoothly. You'll go through like 100 pages and not even notice. To me, that's the best thing I can ever say about a graphic novel, is that it was really hard to put down, or I couldn't put it down. And this was very hard to put down. I wanted to know what was going on. And I enjoy the art style. It's minimal, but it tells you enough, but not too much. When you just need black, not everything has to have detail. Like here, just these black walls because they're indoors. But then when you need detail, there's detail here. It's just a lot of smart art choices. Dialogue's good. The characters are fleshed out, but they're fleshed out It's part of the story. It's not a lot, not too much exposition. It's not ham-fisted. Got a kind of a creepy mood to it. Shows human sides to people. Really enjoyed this book. And I think if you get a chance to look at it, pick it up, you ought to. I think Jon Allen's a great talent. I know I've heard about him for a long time, and I'm sorry I never got a chance to read this sooner. But this is really good. And it ends in a way where the story does end, and it could leave it open for continuing adventures of these characters, or maybe not. It doesn't need a continuing adventure. There's no cliffhanger. But by the end of the book, you get so interested in these characters that I wouldn't mind seeing more about them, just to kind of see what else, life has in store for them. And I think that's, again, a hard trick to pull. You end the story, you end the arc, but you're also interested in seeing more, and if there was a continuing story, I definitely read it. So if you get a chance, pick this up. It's available in bookstores, much less comic book stores. It's by Top Shelf Productions. Again, just a really great, entertaining read. Love the art, love the story. Just a really great read. It was one of the most fun books and fun reads I've had in a while. Thanks.